In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to use post-it notes in your revision. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 different ways that you can use post-it notes in your revision. And if you're a parent, please make sure that you share this video with your child so that they know how they can incorporate funky little post-it notes like this into their overall revision strategy. Keep watching. Look at this amazing stash of post-it notes I've got here. So I'm going to show you how to use all these different types in your revision to really help your revision and move it forwards. Okay, one of the most important ways to use post-it notes is to boost your memory. So I've got these different types of post-its, love these different colour ones, and these lined ones are really useful for boosting your memory. So for example with these, you could choose a different colour for a different subject, and you could write important things that you need to remember on them, such as an equation, such as force equals mass times acceleration, where force F equals force, M equals mass, and A equals acceleration. And put things, acceleration, and put things like that, stick them around your mirror. Now I'm going to show you a handy trick. Instead of peeling it off like that, if you pull it off like that, it comes flat rather than curled and then sticks much better. You know when you get loads of post-it notes and they just all keep fluttering to the floor, that if you pull them straight rather than peel them off, then they won't do that fluttering thing. Now I like these ones with the lines on because you can use these a bit more like index cards, so you could put bullet points down the side of different things you needed to remember, such as causes of something. Okay, so that's really cool. And then I love this big one, and I think a really good way to use this would be what to remember on the morning of your exam. So water, pencil case, pencil, bus money. You know, whatever you need to remember to take with you on the morning of the exam, and you can stick that on the door or next to where you keep your bag, or on the mirror for while you're cleaning your teeth on the morning before the exam. So it's really easy for you to remember that. So post-it notes like this one scattered around the house are really fantastic for putting them in places where you're going to see them lots, like round the mirror or on the back of the loo door, that kind of thing, so that you can look at them when your brain is not otherwise occupied. Okay, another great way to use post-it notes is for what we call look, cover, say, write. So with this poster that I made in a previous video, you could use post-it notes to cover up sections of this, like this. So you can have a read of that. Mitochondria, they're round, they have 2 membranes, they're used in aerobic respiration, and they produce ATP. So read it through, cover it up, and then you can write it down on a pad of paper, or you could just say it out loud. So see what you can remember. So I can remember it's used in the production of ATP, it's used in aerobic respiration, they're round, and they have 2 membranes. Let's just check whether I got that right. Yeah, so I got all 4 bullet points right. Another thing you can do is just cover that up and put mitochondria on the post-it note so that you have covered up the detail, and you can do this with lots of the different areas on here. So this would be endoplasmic reticulum, and then you've got less detail immediately obvious, and you can try and see what you can remember, and then lift up the flaps to see what you can remember from what is stuck underneath. Okay, the next way that you can use post-it notes is in sequencing. So if there's a sequence of events that happen in that's important, you could use it for that. So you could use it for something like the plot of a play to help you to remember the order in which things happen. I'm going to show you a geography example, which is the formation of a stack. So if I draw these out, so you've got a cliff with the sea along the bottom, and you've got a bit of a crack forming, okay? And then the crack starts to get bigger. Remember to pull it off that way, and then it turns into a cave, and then I forgot to pull it off properly that time, and then you get an archway, and it keeps going like this, and you've got an archway like that, until finally you get, this isn't brilliant, you get a stack. Okay, so that's the stack, and then the stack will begin to erode. So you've got your main bit of cliff there, and then the stack starts to erode down like that. So what you could do then is muddle them up and then see if you can put them back in the right order, or you could take them and you could use them as a teaching prompt to teach somebody else, and the point of that is that it helps to stick it in your memory, so you could go through the process. So this is a cliff, there's a crack in it, the sea gets inside and it starts eroding it away through processes of abrasion and attrition, and then the crack gets wider until it starts to form a cave, which is like a proper hollowing out in the cliff. The cave gets bigger and bigger until the roof of the cave falls through and forms a stack, at which point the stack starts to erode over time until it disappears entirely into the sea. So that's really useful for sequencing because they really help you to move things around like that. This idea can also help you with essay plans. So if you've got the points that you want to put in an essay, you can put point 1 on here and write out what that point is, and point 2. Okay, so just a couple more things to show you. This is using post-it notes to help you with an essay plan, for example, for English literature. So you might put your points, the ideas that you want to communicate in each paragraph of your essay, on a yellow post-it note like this, like I've got here. Then write out the quote that you think would back up that point in green, and attach it to that point, because that point is illustrated by that quote. And then you have your explanation. And then if you've got several sets of these, so say you've got 3, 4, 5 sets of these, you can think about the flow of your essay and how to move them around to make the essay make the most logical sense to your examiner, and also the order that you're going to write about these things in your introduction and conclusion. Okay, the last thing I want to show you is how you can use the sticky notes to mark up different parts of your notes and textbooks and index cards. So the first thing I want to show you here is these really funky little sticky notes that come in these like little dispensers. I love these. You pull them through like that, and voila, you've got one, and it's pulled the next one through, ready to be dispensed. And they've got this clear bit on them. So I think these are perfect for marking up textbooks, like if there's a particularly important bit that you want to go back to, or you want to keep looking at, or you need to close the book to carry it somewhere and you want to find it again. And those are really transportable as well. So I think those are great. You can use those as well on your revision notes. So like if there's a place in your revision notes that you know is the place you got to, or there's a particular set of case studies and you want to mark up case studies in blue and theory in a different colour, green or orange or pink, then those will be really useful. And then there are these more traditional but just as funky sticky notes, which you can use in the same way really, and you could also use them to mark up different sections in your index cards and to make different ones like stand out to you as ones to go back. Or even if you watch my video all about the Lightner box, to create your Lightner box sections in your flashcard box. Okay, I hope you found those ideas of how to use post-it notes in your revision really handy and helpful. I hope you found this video all about how to use post-it notes in your revision useful. If you did, please like it, subscribe to this YouTube channel, or like and follow this Facebook page, and leave a comment below letting me know how you're going to be using post-it notes in your revision strategy from now on. And if you're a parent, make sure you share it with your child so that they can make the best use of post-it notes in their revision. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye. This video was made by me, Lucy Parsons. You can find more revision hints and tips at lifemoreextraordinary.com. The video was kindly sponsored by Ryman the Stationers. Check out their website to get your hands on all the stationery featured in the video. Links below.